Okay, Tuesday. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for checking out my broadcast. Leave a comment. One of my previous broadcasts has gotten quite a few hits, and a couple comments been left. That was a broadcast about the California secession from Mexico, which I align to the suggested California secession from the United States, and the two mutual similarities here are a central bank. Okay, and I don't say that lightly. I say that very matter-of-factly. I continue to urge you to investigate the federal bank, understand what it is, realize the control that it has over your economy. As a resident, I'm assuming most of you that hear this are in the United States. If you're not, I believe there's only 5 countries that aren't part of the overall fold. Cuba is certainly one of them. North Korea is certainly another one. I think Syria, Libya, or others, and there's another one. I'm not sure what they are, but you need to understand the global economy and who runs them, and obviously, you're understanding that the United States is a major player. Most importantly, because it's innovating the most. It's delivering the most innovative products, if you will, to mainstream life. But you need to understand the history of the legs that it was able to grow, if that makes any sense. You need to understand who financed the United States from its inception. You understand why Abraham Lincoln was shot. Okay, why was he shot? He was shot in Ford's Theater, Washington, D.C. The play that he was watching was about an assassination. Very interesting. Was he set up? Of course he was set up. Why was he taken out? Because he was trying to crack the Federal Reserve. Why was JFK taken out with his head blown off in Dallas on a beautiful day that he was enjoying with his wife and serving his country? Why? Because he had just put into circulation what were silverbacks. Those were notes. What's the year? 1943, is it? If you look at a dollar bill, and don't hold me to this year, but if you look at dollar bills, the Federal Reserve began appearing on dollar bills in the early 40s, I believe. Prior to that, it was U.S. Treasury backed by gold. Very important distinguishment. Very understand. It's freezing, by the way, in Miami, but it's very important to understand the difference. Your Federal Reserve note that you pull out of your pocket, or this is, and I continuously show this, but I'll pull out this dollar bill here. Federal Reserve note. You can see it written right there on the top. Federal Reserve note. Okay. And on your back, there's a main clue as to who's controlling that. Okay, that's your New World Order. It's in plain sight, guys. It's right here, right in front of you, staring at you. No one's hiding anything. The Federal Reserve, there's nothing federal about it. There's nothing federal about it. And you need to understand one important thing here. They gained major control in 1929. Just before the 20-year charter was coming up. That was in 1933. And deliberately, they crashed that economy, this economy. Margin loans, that means buying $1,000 worth of stock with 10%, which would be $100. Margin loans were running rampant, and it crashed. It was purposely driven that way, so that the bankers, the international bankers who were funding Wall Street would cash in and get complete control, which they do to this day. They have complete control over your financial system, the one that I'm part of. We're all part of this, and unfortunately your government, because they control Congress. So I continue to talk about this. Hopefully you're learning some things as I try to broadcast daily. And thanks for listening. Have a great Tuesday. Bye. All right, so I'm just adding another part to this Standing Rock, North Dakota. Google it. Just Google aerial spraying Standing Rock. That'll take you to some independent news sites that will most likely take you to the video. YouTube, I believe it's a YouTube video of a woman, a member of that Indian reservation up there, complaining of, quote, she's stating that the U.S. government is at war with them. Chemical warfare are the terms that she's used. So know what's going on in North Dakota right now. Know that she posted a YouTube video of crop dusters, complaining about crop dusters flying over her head at about 2 a.m. In the morning, spraying it. Now, what I'd like to know is what those chemicals were. Now, I know in Miami and in Wynwood, crop dusters buzz right over my head on the beach here, spraying dibrom, which is a toxic chemical linked to the Chevron. Okay, it's a petroleum-based company. That's why I'm tying this all into the Federal Reserve. You have to understand who's operating this economy. You have to understand that gasoline runs the world, and the products of gasoline are running our world. The Zika virus is no more of a threat to human being than the common cold. Okay, that's all it causes are symptoms, cold, flu-like symptoms. That's it. Okay, there's no evidence that shows that it causes microcephaly. None, zero, none. Okay, however, dibrom, NALED, for instance, is shown in multiple studies to cause microcephaly. Big deal. Okay, so these aerial sprayings, they must stop. If local governments want to spray their areas for mosquitoes, spray them with organic pesticides, not dangerous petroleum-based insecticides. This is madness. Now, I don't know what was sprayed up in North Dakota. I don't know what this woman is complaining about, but she's complaining about a crop duster buzzing over her camp at 2 a.m. in the morning, making continuous circles every 20 minutes, she's saying. Google the video. You'll find it. Okay, a big concern. What was being sprayed? That's the concern. What is being sprayed? Okay, because I can tell you one thing. Dibrom and NALED, and I stood in the city hall meeting here, that's a highly toxic pesticide, and I don't buy that any portion of it is safe for human consumption, human exposure. Any portion of it, ridiculous. Use an organic alternative. All right, I'm out.